If you are part of the Noti gang here at Chat Sports, meaning your notifications are set to all instead of personalized, show it by typing me right now in the comment section. And if you're not part of it, get it changed. Click that bell icon where you first subscribe and move it from personalized to all right now. It's Cowboys Report mailbag time. I am Tom Downey, answering all of your questions live from Thursday's show. We begin with a super chat. Andres Gonzalez, Eagles are whack. Love to see it. Anyway, would you send a first for Darren Waller, and would Derwin James be someone you'd want the Cowboys to pursue next year or at least take a look at? So I think the ideal Derwin James play style is kind of more of the Jaron Kearse, Donovan Wilson style, more so than Malik Hooker. So you can make it work if you want to. I don't foresee the Chargers letting Derwin James leave unless he's injured, which actually might be more appealing for Dallas from an investment perspective. As for Darren Waller, I am down to revisit that next offseason, but you're going to have Dalton Schultz on the franchise tag this year. That'll be made official on Friday, I'm sure. You can't pay Dalton Schultz $10.9 million and then trade a first for Waller and then pay him a huge new deal. It's just not the right timing from that standpoint. From Hoodie G, what is the one position the Cowboys improved upon? Ooh, good question. I hope kicker. That's a pretty low bar to end up clearing. I think the ideal improvement position, though, is left guard. If Tyler Smith can be better than Connor Williams, that's going to be a very big deal. I think you're going to have growth from other young guys at various spots, defensive tackle, center potentially. But in terms of additions to your roster, there weren't very many of them this year. From Michael Herrera, if Dallas does not look like a contender by Thanksgiving, will Dallas do a Jason Garrett-type move and fire McCarthy and make Kellen Moore the head coach? I would be surprised. I think the luster, the shine of Kellen Moore's star has worn off. Now, in the event that the Cowboys' offense is balling and the defense just sucks again, then maybe they could go back to the Kellen Moore situation. But I get the vibe the Cowboys right now are much more enthralled with Dan Quinn. I think he is your favorite to be the internal promotion over Kellen Moore at this point. From Tyler Klutz's burner, a true Cowboys legend, Cowboys like their guys and don't bring in free agents, yet always wait until the last minute to pay and overpay their guys. Make it make sense. I cannot. You're right. That's the problem. They've done it time and time again, right? They wait. They don't want to set the market because they don't think that they have to set the market because of everything that goes along with being a Cowboy. Real quotes, by the way. And then what ends up happening is players go, yeah, but no, I want my fair market value, and plus the agents want that for their clients. And the Cowboys wait and wait and wait, and if they let the market set them. Their contract philosophy has not been particularly good, so I can't make it make sense because I think it's wrong. All right, from Eric Elvis. If the Cowboys go 8-9 or something along those lines, I assume, is Mike McCarthy going to get fired? Probably. The last time, to put this in perspective, the last time that the Dallas Cowboys were below 500 with a healthy quarterback was all the way back in 2004. It has been a significantly long period of time, a massive gap from just not being a truly competitive football team. So because of that, yeah, I do think there's a very real chance that I think if the quarterback's healthy and the Cowboys are below 500, absolutely. Mike McCarthy is gone. I have no doubts about that one. Now, my question for you guys is, what do you think will end up happening with Mike McCarthy? Will he be fired? Y for yes or N for no? I want you guys to sound off for me in the comments section. Make your predictions. Will Mike McCarthy be fired by the Cowboys? Y for yes, N for no. This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes on YouTube, perfect timing. Take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. From Join the DAC side, going to my first Cowboys game against the Commies. Where's the best place in Arlington to get brisket? If you're staying in Arlington, I don't have a great answer for you. Maybe Jeremy can chime in more. I would recommend Texas Live, however. I don't remember what restaurants are in there, but Texas Live absolutely is a must-go-to before the game. You got an Arlington spot in mind? Because I'm never in Arlington much. I'm always in Dallas.
I'm just saying it's worth traveling around Dallas to go to all these barbecue spots. But, I mean, Terry Black's is really good.
Is fire.
Pecan Lodge is amazing. What else?
I got friends coming to town this weekend, and we're going to Pecan Lodge.
Yeah. But put your barbecue spots down in the comments right now.
Hurtado Barbecue from Benjamin Jones.
I mean, there's tons.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a great barbecue spot, let me know. I'm not out in Arlington much these days anymore, so I don't have a great feel, but I just go to Pecan Lodge. I take the time to go to Deep Ellum. All right, next up on our Cowboys mailbag from Jordan. Tom, what would you have done this offseason as the rightful GM and owner of the Cowboys? I would have given my staff, namely Will McClay and others, the freedom and power to pursue actual upgrades. I would not have simply moved on from Amari Cooper. I would not have spent my early offseason bodying my receiver and then going, oh, shit, we should try to trade him. That's the route I would not have gone. I was actually okay-ish moving on from La'el Collins. You know what I would have done? I would have signed somebody you've heard of in free agency and probably wouldn't have drafted Tyron Smith. I might be wrong on that, but once again, my promise to you, if I am installed as Cowboys owner, 10 years, all I need, and I guarantee a title, or I will do the right thing and sell the team. From Jeremy Chuggs' burner, which best shape of life stories are actually believable? Great question. I don't remember if I have the best shape of life. Maybe I have it saved in my graphics package. We're not going to go to it, though. I'll tell you which one is the least believable to start. The CeeDee Lamb gained 10 pounds and grew an inch. That one is the least believable of all of them. Let's see. We got Ezekiell Elliott in the best shape of his life. Plausible, I think. I actually think that Mike McCarthy does look slimmed down. I think Chauncey Golston gaining weight is actually believable, being in good shape. Did Neville Gallimore add like 16 pounds of muscle? I'm not so sure. But if you're super young, if you're under the age of 26, I believe you when you say you're in the best shape of your life. The Cowboys Report is also on Rumble. Exclusive content like Cowboys Report After Hours, all for free and uncensored as well. We provide the sports. They've got other politics, news, tech, and business stuff. But if you love the Cowboys and want uncensored videos, so when I drop the F-bomb, you can actually hear the uncensored version. Go follow us on Rumble, rumble.com/CowboysTV. Zeno saying, I went to the Cardinals game in 2020. It was painful. That was a rough game. That was the Andy Dalton also wasn't playing well. I think he might have been hurt in that game. Or was that the Washington game? One of the two he got hurt. And it was a disaster. I am sorry you to see that embarrassment of a showing. From Lance Dunbar's burner, do zodiac signs contribute to player performance? Sure. Fun fact, I have no idea what my zodiac sign is because I could not give a singular shit about it. From Texan Third, I upset so many weird people on Instagram with that comment. Would you rather have one playoff win and keep McCarthy or not win the division and gain Payton in 2023? Ooh. I think I'd feel better about Payton as my head coach beyond 2023. So I guess give me Sean Payton and I'll accept the pain of a year for the hope of a better future. From Garage Grade Race Car, they're going to run Elliott into the ground this year before they cut him. I think there's a very real chance that this is Zeke's last year as a member of the Cowboys. So I would not discount at all what you're saying. I don't believe there's any more injury guarantees left on his deal either, so that shouldn't be a concern, I don't think. From Truly AJ, could this be Tyron Smith's last year? I think those last two questions, Tyron Smith, Zeke Elliott, put him in the same bucket. Just like how we put Amari Cooper and the Tank Lawrence in what I call the future problem bucket, that's where Tyron and Zeke are. They have not adjusted their contracts. So, if those guys get hurt, if they struggle, they can cut them and move on. The door is open for that option. It absolutely could be. Now, if you enjoy our Cowboys mailbags, then subscribe. Hit that big red button and join us right here on the Cowboys Report for free videos and our live shows. Because remember, if you want to be a part of these Cowboys mailbags, then you've got to be subscribed. From Daniel Moriarty, so Anthony Barr and Ndamukong Suh are still unsigned, and Dallas hasn't signed them. Why is that? I'll go in order. Allegedly, Anthony Barr wanted $11 million per year. No, I'm not paying him. I'm not even going to pay him half of that amount there. Ndamukong Suh, the Cowboys haven't shown much interest in. He's also probably a bit out of their price range, self-imposed, of course. Also, it takes two to sign. So oftentimes these veterans, they don't want to be at minicamp and OTAs. And if they miss a week of training camp, that's not the end of the world for them. They're older. They need the relaxation time. So I think money is the number one reason why. And I think it's just they don't want to. Hope I'm wrong. From Tommy Upper, that's funny, like the opposite of me. Is Dalton Schultz really a top 10 tight end like ESPN ranked him? Yeah, I think so. Their top 10, by the way, George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert, Hawkinson. No real surprises there. After that, it's Schultz, it's Dawson Knox, it's Hunter Henry, it's David Njoku, and Schultz this past year was more productive than all but, frankly, 6 guys on that list. So, yes, Schultz is a top 10 tight end. That's why he's commanding top 5 money. That's how the markets always work. Now, if you don't want to pay him that, I get it. Cowboys feel the same way. But he's a top 10 tight end. So I want you guys, with that in mind, to rank Dalton Schultz among NFL tight ends. He's not one. He was as high as 5 on that ESPN list. I'm not putting him that high. I've got him 7, 8 range. But I want to hear from you. Where would you rank Dalton Schultz among all the NFL tight ends? Drop that number for me in the comments section, where Schultz ranks among NFL tight ends. Coolio and Elite Gaming. Who is more likely for the Cowboys to get? Diontae Johnson, Julio Jones, DK Metcalf? None of them? I don't think any of those guys are going to get traded. I think Johnson might be the cheaper to afford, and I don't know if the Cowboys want Julio because of injury concerns. So Julio is probably most likely since he's a free agent. I love DK the most, but I'm not getting my hopes up there. From Jordan, can you see CeeDee Lamb becoming a top 5 receiver after this year? I think that the trickiest part of this is not like, does CeeDee Lamb have that elite top-end talent to really emerge as the best of the position? I think the answer is yes, he does, but there's a lot of awesome receivers in the NFL. Think about it this way. Is he suddenly going to take such a big step forward that he is unquestionably better than the likes of Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and guys like Stephon Diggs? I can get in that conversation, put him in the DK Metcalf range, but I think top 5 is probably asking for a bit too much. I'll happily settle for consensus top 15 or even just top 10. From Luis Hernandez, if there was a probable defensive back trade, how would Kenny Moore sound maybe next year? UFA in 2024, only about a $6 million in the Colts cap hit. Maybe Brown and Lewis is gone next year. I think you're right. One or both of those guys is probably gone. Brown's a free agent, and if he plays like he did last year, he's going to be expensive. Kenny Moore is also going to be expensive. If you're trading for him, you're making him a very high-paid receiver or cornerback. I would expect that Kenny Moore gets a new deal from the Colts in the not-too-distant future. From Luke Johnson, why not make a trade for someone like Jessie Bates? Well, we're past the franchise tag deadline. You're not going to add another $11 million inside with no flexibility at the position. I love Jessie Bates. I don't see the Cowboys making that type of splash, nor I see the Bengals moving them right now. Frankly, I don't know if the Cowboys will make any trade. So let me know. Will it happen? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Will the Cowboys make a trade before the season? From Davis Driver, how does Micah winning Defensive Player of the Year affect LeBron's legacy? I don't see LeBron with any Defensive Player of the Years. Clearly, Jordan's better. No doubt about it. From Bilal, I think this is Dan Quinn's last year as the Cowboys defensive coordinator. Yes. He will either be the Cowboys head coach next year or he will be a head coach somewhere else. Unless the defense regresses beyond the normal level of expectation, he's going to be a head coach again. Last one from Zeno saying, if Ezekiell Elliott stays healthy and is abused, I think you mean and is used, like Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey, will he lead the league in rushing? It's possible. It's a big volume thing there. If he plays like he did before his injury last year, yeah, and that guy was averaging almost 5 yards per carry. That efficiency on that volume, that would lead the NFL in rushing, yes. If we did not get to your questions, blame producer Jeremy. Hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney with any and all Cowboys questions that you have.